1939, the world plunged into the deadliest war in human history. More than 70 million people would die before it ended. Entire cities would vanish. Nations would rise and fall. But when the guns finally fell silent in 1945, a question remained. Who actually won World War II? Was it one country? A group of nations? Or did the war reshape the entire world in ways no one expected? Today, we're going to uncover the real answer. World War II began on September 1st, 1939, when Nazi Germany invaded Poland. Within days, Britain and France declared war on Germany. The conflict quickly grew into a global battle involving dozens of nations. Two major sides formed: the Axis powers and the Allies. The Axis powers were led by three main countries: Adolf Hitler's Germany, Benito Mussolini's Italy, and Imperial Japan under Emperor Hirohito. At the start of the war, they seemed unstoppable. Germany quickly conquered most of Europe. Japan expanded across Asia and the Pacific. Italy fought in North Africa. For a moment, it looked like the Axis might control the world. But everything began to change. Opposing them were the Allies. The most powerful Allied nations included the United States, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and China. Each nation played a critical role. The Soviet Union fought brutal battles on the Eastern Front. Britain resisted Germany during the darkest days of the war. China fought Japan for years, and the United States eventually became the industrial powerhouse of the Allied war effort. Together, they formed one of the largest military alliances in history. Several major battles changed the course of the war forever. One of the most important was the Battle of Stalingrad. This brutal fight between Germany and the Soviet Union lasted from 1942 to 1943. After months of intense urban warfare, the German army was surrounded and defeated. It was a massive turning point. Another key moment came with the D-Day invasion in 1944. Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, launching the largest amphibious invasion in history. This allowed Allied armies to push into Western Europe and eventually liberate France. Meanwhile, in the Pacific, the United States slowly pushed Japanese forces back across the ocean, battle by battle, island by island. By early 1945, Germany was collapsing. Allied forces attacked from the west, while Soviet armies advanced from the east. Berlin, the capital of Nazi Germany, was surrounded. On April 30th, 1945, Adolf Hitler died in his bunker. Just days later, Germany officially surrendered. Europe's war was finally over, but the fighting in Asia was still raging. In August 1945, the United States used a powerful and terrifying new weapon. Atomic bombs were dropped on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The destruction was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Soon after, Japan surrendered. World War II was finally over. Officially, the winners of World War II were the Allied powers. Countries like the United States, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and China defeated the Axis. But the truth is more complicated. The Soviet Union suffered enormous losses, but emerged as a global superpower. The United States became the most powerful economy and military in the world. Much of Europe was left in ruins, and the war also led to the beginning of a new global rivalry known as the Cold War. World War II didn't just decide a winner. It reshaped the entire planet. New organizations like the United Nations were created to try to prevent another global war. Empires collapsed. New countries were born, and the world entered a completely new era. So who really won World War II? The Allies won the battlefield. But the true legacy of the war is the modern world we live in today. If you enjoyed this video and want more history explained in simple, powerful stories, subscribe to the channel. And tell us in the comments, what moment in World War II do you think changed history the most?